All right, let's dive right in. Today, we are talking about one of the most mesmerizing shapes in the jewelry world, the pear-shaped diamond. It's this amazing hybrid, you know? It's got the classic vibe of a round brilliant mixed with the boldness of a marquise, all rolled into one incredibly elegant stone.
But what is it about this shape? Why does this teardrop of all things feel so timeless? How has it managed to stay so relevant and so desirable for literally hundreds of years? Well, that's what we're here to figure out.
To really get why the pear shape has this lasting power, we have to jump in our time machine and go way back. Because its story isn't just about what's in style. It's a story about art, innovation, and how our tastes have changed over the centuries.
So the whole journey of the pear shape is this incredible meeting of art and technology. It all started back in the 15th century as this rough idea called the drop cut. Fast forward to the 18th century and boom, cutting techniques get way better, unlocking its real potential. Then, during the Art Deco period, its clean geometric lines made it an absolute superstar, especially for engagement rings. And that legacy, it's still going strong today.
And you can really see the difference here. I mean, look at that. The early cuts were, well, let's just say they weren't exactly precise. But compare that to a modern pear cut. It is a work of art, a masterpiece of symmetry and light. The change is absolutely incredible. It just shows you how far the craft has come.
But you know, a diamond is so much more than just its physical shape and sparkle. There's a deeper story there. So now let's get into the soul of the pear shape, the meaning behind the gem.
This quote from our source material really just nails it. The pear is often called a teardrop, right? And that single word packs so much meaning. It could be tears of joy at a wedding, or it could represent love, or even a sense of longing. All of those powerful emotions captured in one beautiful little stone.
So you start to see how it all comes together. People love it for its graceful, feminine feel, and that long shape is super flattering on the finger. But its real secret weapon might just be how versatile it is. You can set it with the point up or the point down, which means it works perfectly for just about any style, from a simple, classic solitaire to a flashy, modern halo ring.
Okay, so it has this amazing history and all this deep symbolism, but that doesn't fully answer the question. Why is it so popular right now, today? Let's take a look at what makes the pear shape a true modern marvel.
Its popularity today really comes down to this perfect storm of three things. We've talked about how versatile and flattering it is, but there's a third piece to the puzzle, its relative rarity. You just don't see it as often as, say, a round cut, and that gives it this exclusive, unique vibe for people who really want something that stands out from the crowd. And here's a little insider tip for anyone actually thinking about buying one. Even with that unique appeal and relative rarity, the price for a pear shape is often pretty competitive with other super popular cuts. So that feeling of having something truly special, it might be more within reach than you think.
Which brings us to our last section here. For anyone who owns one of these beauties, or is maybe dreaming about it, let's get into the practical side. What does it mean to own and care for a little piece of this incredible history?
First off, a term you might hear from a jeweler is modified pear shape. All this means is that the diamond's proportions are a little different from the standard. It's not a bad thing at all, but it's good to know because those tiny little changes can really affect the stone's overall look and how it sparkles.
And of course, you're going to want to keep it looking brilliant. A soft brush and some mild soap and water are perfect for cleaning at home. But, and this is super important, stay away from ultrasonic and steam cleaners. Seriously, they can cause damage, especially to that delicate tip. Gentle care is absolutely the way to go. So from a somewhat clumsy 15th century experiment all the way to a modern icon of grace and individuality, the pear-shaped diamond has been on quite the journey. It's this ancient shape that somehow feels perfectly made for modern love. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What new stories will this timeless teardrop tell in the years to come?